Dear student, we are going in our numericals of density of the crystal. In the last lecture, we had completed our example 1.3. Now here we are in example number 1.4. X-ray diffraction study shows that it means that by X-ray diffraction, copper crystallizes in an FEC unit FCC with edge length. Edge length is derived practically. Yes, this one is the edge length. First, we are collecting data from the question. So we can solve example easily. First, we have to collect. Edge length is given in centimeter CGS. Our structure is FCC. It means per unit cell number of atoms are 4. In a separate experiment, copper is determined to have density. Yes, sir. And practically, density is also derived. 8.92 gram per centimeter cube. Calculate the atomic mass of copper. So, find out mass of copper. Here, in a case of FCC lattice, number of atom per unit cell is 4. Therefore, M is equal to D into Na into A cube upon Z. This formula is derived from the N into Z upon A cube into Avogadro number. For getting molecular mass, atomic mass, D into A cube into Avogadro number upon Z. Here you can see density is given 8.92 gram per centimeter cube. Avogadro number is a constant. Here edge length is already in centimeter cube of it, then divide by 4. So it gives 63.1 gram per mole. Otherwise U means unified mass. It is also one of the unit of atomic mass. Understood? Here structure is FCC, so that will be 4 per unit cell. Atoms are 4. Avogadro number constant. Density is given. Edge length is given. So simply we can derive molecular atomic mass of the copper metal, and it is 63.1. Now question number 1.5. Come to the question number 1.5. Silver metal forms a CCP structure. CCP means FCC, both are same. An X-ray study of its crystal shows that the edge length of the unit cell is 408.6 picometer. Edge length is given 408.6 picometer. Calculate the density of silver. So density will be, atomic mass is given 107.9. Since the lattice is CCP, the number of silver atoms per unit cell is 4. It is clear? In FCC structure, per unit cell, number of atom will be 4. Molar mass of the silver is given 107.9 gram per mole. In MKS, we have to convert gram into kilogram. So gram divided by 1000. So it will be 10 raised to -3. 107.9 into 10 raised to minus 3 kilogram per mole. Age length of the unit cell. Here 408.6 pico we are removing, so there will be 10 raised to minus 12. Now formula for density Z into M, where Z means number of atoms per unit cell. That is for M. Atomic mass of silver 107.9 10 raised to minus 3 in MKS. Age length 408.6 10 raised to minus 12 all raised to cube. A cube means volume of a unit cell. Avogadro number is already constant 6.022 10 raised to 23. So our answer in MKS kilogram per meter cube. For getting in CGS gram, we have to convert kilogram into gram. So we are multiplying by 1000, so it will be now gram. Centimeter cube into meter cube into centimeter cube. So 10 raised to 2 all raised to cube. So 10.5 into 10 raised to 6 upon 6. It will be cut. So 10.5 gram per centimeter cube is our answer. This is given here. Silver, once again, silver forms FCC structure, otherwise CCP, both same. By X-ray study of crystal shows age length. Age length is derived by X-ray study is 408.6 picometer. Density we have to find. Atomic mass of silver given. So it's very simple. We have to take formula of density. Z is 4. M is the atomic mass. A cube means the volume of our unit cell. And Avogadro number. So it gives 10.5 10 raised to 3 in MKS and 10.5 in CGS. Now come to the in-text question. What is the two-dimension coordination number of molecule in square closed peg layer? What is the two-dimensional coordination number of a molecule in square closed peg layer? In a square closed peg layer of two dimension. Layer always in two dimension, not three. This layer means only two dimension, not three. So in this structure, every sphere is surrounded by 4 and it touches to another 4. So here coordination number is 4. In the square closed peg, every sphere is surrounded by 4 another sphere. So coordination number is 4. You can see. Now question number 14. A compound forms hexagonal closed peg structure. What is the total number of voids in 0.5 mole of it? How many of these are tetrahedral voids? 0.5 mole hexagonal structure is given. So first we have to find number of atoms in 0.5 mole. So 1 mole equal to 6.0 double to 10 raised to 23 atoms So therefore, in 0.5 mole, how much? So 0.5 into 6.022 10 raised to 23. So 0.5 means 1 half. So we have to divide by 2. So 3.011 10 raised to 23 atoms. Now number of octahedral voids equal to number of atoms. Octahedral voids કેટલા number of atoms કેટલા? So octahedral voids will be 3.011 10 raised to 23. Now tetrahedral voids all twice then number of atoms. So 2 into 3.011 10 raised to 23. So 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 is a tetrahedral voids. So total number of voids, total voids, the 3.011 10 raised to 23 plus 6.022 10 raised to 23. So 9.033 10 raised to 23 voids total. Once again, number of atoms in closed spec. You can see 1 mole equal to 6.022 10 raised to 23. So 0.5 mole equal to 3.011 10 raised to 23. Number of octahedral voids is equal to number of atoms of the closed packing. So 3.011 10 raised to 23. Number of tetrahedral voids is twice then number of atoms of the crystal. So 2 into 3.011 10 raised to 23 is 6.022 10 raised to 23. It is our first answer. Number of tetrahedral voids. Now total number of holes, holes, otherwise the voids. 3.011 10 raised to 23 and 6.022. So 9.033 10 raised to 23. Now question number 1.16. A compound is formed by two elements M and N. The element N forms CCP's close packing. An atom of M occupy 1/3 of octahedral voids. What is the formula of the compound? Very simple, you can see. Two elements make a compound. The element N means N is the sphere of our crystal. And M is in tetrahedral voids. એટલે કે voids occur between four sphere, but not wall. બધામાં નહીં, only 1/3 portion. So we know number of atoms. Suppose N. So number of tetrahedral voids is twice, and 1/3 portion of it. So 1/3 of 2m. So 2/3 of m. So 2/3 m and 1 m. we are taking LCM, multiplying by both sides 3. So 2m and 3m. So m2 m3 is our answer. Suppose n number of atoms of the element n is suppose x assume करिए. So tetrahedral words will be double, twice 2x. Element m is occupies 1/3 portion of the tetrahedral words. So 1/3 of 2x, so 2 by 3x. So now ratio of m and n, 2x by 3 and x. We are taking LCM. So 2/3 m is to n. So we are multiplying both sides by 3. So 3 will be cut. So 2m and 3n. So formula will be m2 n3. Now here in question number 16, packing efficiency is asked. In which type of lattice packing efficiency is the highest? In simple cubic packing efficiency 52.36%, in BCC 68%, in FCC otherwise HCP both cases are 74. So in hexagonal close pack it is highest 74%. Now question number 1.17 over here. Which of the following has highest packing efficiency? Simple, cubic, body central to hexagonal, hexagonal. An element with molar mass. Molar mass of element is given 2.7 into 10 raised to 2 kilogram per mole. Forms a cubic unit cell with edge length 405 picometer. Molar mass is given, edge length is given, density is given. So what is the nature of the cubic unit cell? Cubic unit cell should be primitive, BCC or FCC. With help of a formula of density. Here you can see Avogadro number is constant, edge length is given, density given, m given. So we have to derive value of z. Yes, if z is 1, then it will be simple cubic. If z will be 2, then it will be BCC. If z will be 4, then it will be FCC. An element with molar mass 2.7 into 10 raised to 2 kilogram per mole forms a cubic unit cell with edge length 405 picometer. If its density is 2.7 10 raised to 3 kilogram per meter cube, what is the nature of the cubic cell? Unit cell. For getting this, your calculation is given. Here molar mass, molecular mass is given 2.7 into 10 raised to minus 2 in MKS, kilogram per mole. Edge length is given 405 picometer. So pico we are removing. So there will be 10 raised to minus 12 instead of P. Pico. Point moving 2 digit on left hand side. So there will be minus 10 in meter. Density is given 2.7 10 raised to 3 kilogram per meter cube. Avogadro number is already constant in both MK CGS remains same. So density is equal to Z into M upon A cube into Avogadro number. So here Z will be D into A cube into N upon M. So 2.7 10 raised to 3 is density. 4.05 10 raised to minus 3 no cube. Then Avogadro number divided by atomic mass. So 2.7 2.7 cut here. 10 raised to 3. Cube of 4.05 is 66.43. 10 raised to minus 30. 23 and 3 26. Here cut minus 4. Now 10 raised to 2 upward. So minus 2. 400 into 10 raised to minus 2. So 4. Here value of Z is 4. It means per unit cell number of atoms are 4. So that structure should be FCC, face centered cubic cell. FCC structure. Here text question over. Now come to the next point, new point. Here point about density is over here. We are going to our new point. Imperfection in solid. Yes, sir. Imperfection means some defect. In this point, we are going to discuss about imperfectness, means defects of the solid. Although crystalline solids have short range as well as long range order in the arrangement of their constituent particles. Listen, in the crystal, constituent particles are arranged regularly for long distance. Arrangement for long while it remains arranged regularly. Yet crystals are not perfect. Crystals are not perfect. Usually solid constituent of an aggregate a larger number of small crystals. These small crystals have defect in them. Actually, when we observe any solid which has a maximum number of constituent particles, but some defect occurs in the arrangement of the crystal. This happens when crystallization process occurs at fast or moderate rate. When we form any crystal from the liquid by the particular method, if our reaction is very fast of crystallization, then arrangement is not regular. It is irregular. It became any solid. We are crystallizing by any method, but our crystallization method is very fast, so it has no time to arrange regular and it became irregular. એટલે કોઈ પણ ક્રિસ્ટલને તમે અરેન્જ કરવા ટૂંકમાં ક્રિસ્ટલ બનાવવાની ટ્રાય કરો. We are going to make crystal from the liquid, but reaction is fast. ક્રિસ્ટલ બનાવવાની મેથડ ફાસ્ટ છે. તો આની જે રેગ્યુલર અરેન્જમેન્ટ થવું જોઈએ એ પહેલા તો તે ફ્રીઝ થઈ જાય અને સોલિડમાં ઇરેગ્યુલર શેપમાં કન્વર્ટ થઈ જાય. એટલે ફાસ્ટ હોય કે મોડરેટ પ્રોસેસ હોય. Single crystal are formed when the process of crystallization occurs at extremely slow rate. Single crystals are formed when the process crystallization occurs at extremely slow rate. એટલે તમે એકદમ સ્લોથી ક્રિસ્ટલ બનાવો તો કંઈ ડિફેક્ટ નહીં રહે. Even these crystals are not free of defect. છતાં એવું માનીએ, we are assuming that so we are going to make crystal by slow process, very slow. So we are assuming crystals should be perfect No, there is also imperfectness. Even these crystals are not free of defect. The defects are basically irregularities in the arrangement of constituent particles. Broadly speaking, defects are two types. એટલે ગમે એટલું કાળજી રાખો. In making crystal, imperfectness occurs and occurs. 100% impurities, imperfectness defect occurs. These defects are two types: point defect and line defect. Yes, namely type of the underlying term. First MCQ, type of the defect inside the crystal. In the crystal there are two types of defects. Here we are classifying our defects. Classification start from here. Point defect and line defect. Point defect are the irregularity or deviations from ideal arrangement around a point or an atom in a crystalline substance. In the regular arrangement of a lattice point, irregularity occurs around the lattice point. So that is called the point defect. The original place the move થાય. That is point defect. In the crystal, our constituent particles we are taking as a lattice point, and lattice point is moved from its original place. So that is called point is moved. Point is slightly moved. So it is point defect. Another is line defect. Are the irregularities of deviation from ideal arrangement in entire row of the lattice point. In the line defect, what happens? Row is moved from its original place. That is called a line defect. આખો લાઈન છે ખસી જાય છે. That is called a line defect. This irregularity called a crystal's defect. But in this chapter we will discuss about type of the defects are two in the crystal. Point defect. The defect occurs around the lattice point. એટલે કોઈ constituent particles તેના original place ઉપરથી move થાય તો that is point defect. પણ આખી રો છે lattice point ની ઈ છે move થઈ જાય તો એ line defect છે. But in this chapter in our syllabus only point defect we have to discuss. Line defect is in not our syllabus of 12th science. So here we will discuss about only point defects. So now we are going to type of the point defects. Point defect can be also classified into three types: stoichiometric, impurity defect and non-stoichiometric. Once again, in the crystal there are two types of defects. Which one? Tell me. First one is a point defect, second one is a line defect. Whenever defect occurs around the lattice point, so lattice point is moved from its original place, so that is called a point defect. And whenever row of the lattice point is moved become irregular, then it will be line defect. Here we are in now type of point defects. Point defects can be classified into three types: stoichiometric defects, Yes, impurity defects and non-stoichiometry. First, we will discuss about stoichiometric defect. Stoichiometric defect means constituent particles ratio remains same before defect and after defect. Suppose we are taking NaCl. So here ratio you can see number of sodium atoms and number of chlorine atom is 1:1. If sodium is 100 and chlorine is 100 present in NaCl, so it is 1:1. Anyhow, by any method we are removing, otherwise naturally some sodium and some chloride is missing. Suppose 2 sodium and 2 chlorine is removed from the crystal from its original position. So stoichiometry remains same. So this type of defect is called stoichiometry. In simple word, I am giving you definition for the better understanding of this word. Store in your mind, stoichiometric defect means before defect and after defect ratio of the constituent particles remains same. So it will be stoichiometric defect. Yes. Now A. These are the point defect that do not disturb the stoichiometry of the solid. The stoichiometry never changes before defect and after defect. These are also called intrinsic. Yes, this one is another new word. Intrinsic or thermodynamic defects. Yes, due to temperature, so it is thermodynamic. Basically, these are of two types. The stoichiometry also are two types: vacancy defect and interstitial defect. Vacancy defects and interstitial. In the point defect, there are three types. Out of one stoichiometric, there are two types: vacancy and interstitial. So vacancy defect. We are going to vacancy defect. Now another two name of stoichiometric defect are intrinsic or thermodynamic. So this stoichiometric defect also have two types of vacancy defect and interstitial defect. So one by one, when some of the lattice sites are vacant, the crystal is said to have vacancy defect. This results in the decrease in density of the substance. This defect can also develop when a substance is heated. Yes, sir. You can see some spheres are missing from the crystal after heating. So some blank portion appears in your diagram. That is vacancy. Before defect, suppose there are 12 atoms in a particular volume. Before defect, suppose A type of and B type of atoms are same. 6 is A and 6 is B. Here ratio is 1:1. A, B, A, B, B, A, B, A. Here A, B, A and B. You can see here 12, 6A and 6B is present before heating. So after heating, A is removed and B is removed. Now A is 5, B is 5, but stoichiometry remains same. Here B is missing, here A is missing, but stoichiometry remain same. So it is stoichiometric defect, and due to temperature some sphere atoms sites, lattice sites will be vacant. So this defect can also develop when a substance is heated. Here density decreases. Why? In this defect, why density decreases in the unit cell, in the particular volume, mass upon volume. Here in both cases volume is same, but here mass of 12 sphere, here mass of 10. So but naturally density decreases. Some space will remain. એટલે જ્યારે વેકેન્સી ડિફેક્ટ આવે ક્રિસ્ટલમાં ત્યારે ડેન્સિટી ડિક્રીઝ થાય છે. Before defect there were 12 atoms in same volume. After removal of 2 atoms in same volume, mass will be decreases. So with decreasing in mass, density obviously decreases. Now interstitial defect. When some constituent particles, atoms or molecules occupy an interstitial site, the crystal is said to have interstitial defect. This defect increase the density of the substance. Yes, sir. You can see number of atoms are 12 in regular crystal arrangement. A type of and a B type of, both are same. B A B A, A B A B. Suppose in this place constituent particle વચ્ચેની જે space છે, it is called interstitial space. Here in the interstitial space, A is coming from outside. Here one B is coming from outside. Before defect, A and B was 6:6. Now after defect, A and B is now 7:7. So stoichiometry is not changed. So that is stoichiometric. But you can see density will be increases. Yes. Before defect there were 12 atoms in same volume. Mass upon volume. Now here 14. So mass is increased in same volume. So density increases. In interstitial defect of stoichiometry, density increases. But now remember both the stoichiometric defect, vacancy and interstitial only occurs in non-ionic solid. Understood and underline it. Vacancy and interstitial defect as explained above can be shown by non-ionic solid. Whenever your solid is non-ionic, so it occurs. Ionic solid must always maintain electrical neutrality rather than simple vacancy or interstitial defect. They shows this defect as Frenkel and Schottky. જો તમારું compound non-ionic હોય તો જ એમાં vacancy and interstitial defect જોવા મળે. If your compound is crystal is ionic, so ions are combining with each other by electrostatic force. So in the ionic compound, stoichiometric defect occurs, but it is called Frenkel and Schottky, not Vakancian defect. Stoichiometric defect occurs in a non-ionic solid is vacancy and industrial. But if our crystal is ionic, then also stoichiometric defect occurs, but it should be Frenkel and Schottky. Yes. Now Frenkel defect. This defect occurs only in a ionic solid. Smaller ion, usually cation, is dislocated from its normal side to an interstitial side. It decreases the interstitial side. It creates a vacancy effect at its original site and interstitial defect at its new location. Frenkel defect is also called dislocation defect. It does not change the density of the solid. Frenkel defect shown by ionic substance in which there is a large difference in size of ions. Example: zinc sulfide, silver chloride, silver iodide, due to small size of Zn plus 2 and silver. Yes, now listen carefully. Actually, positive ion is small than negative ion. And whenever vast difference in the size of positive ion, always positive ion is small and negative ion is big. But in comparison with negative ion, whenever our positive ion is too small, so it moves from its original place and there vacancy occurs. So that is the Frenkel defect. This defect was discovered by scientist Frenkel. So in honor of it, it is called the Frenkel defect. You can see here negative ion never moves. Why? It is used in size. Interstitial space is not big to sufficient to allow it. Here positive radical is small, so it moves in interstitial site and it makes a vacant space in original position. So this type of defect is called dislocation, otherwise interstitial, otherwise Frenkel. Three names of this defect. This defect occurs in this is stoichiometric, and in only ionic compound it is occurs. Yes, when positive ion is too small in comparison with the negative ion. So small size negative ion like zinc, then silver, in comparison of chloride, in comparison bromide, in comparison of iodide, in comparison of sulfide, zinc is too small. Zinc and silver moves from its original place in regular arrangement and there will be vacant space occurs. Such dislocation defect, interstitial defect, otherwise vacancy defect we are calling. In this defect, no any change occurs in its density. Why? No any particles are coming from the outside, or no any particles are leaving the crystal. એટલે કોઈ પણ પાર્ટિકલ છે ક્રિસ્ટલમાંથી બહાર નથી જતો. ઓનલી પોઝિટિવ આયન હતા. સપોઝ 10 100 પોઝિટિવ અને 100 નેગેટિવ આયન હતા. તો એમાંથી 5 છે એનું ખાલી પ્લેસ ચેન્જ થાય છે. એ 100 આઉટ ઓફ 100 જ રહેશે. This one also 100. It's not moving. Negative ion is not moving. Only positive ion moving from its original place due to very small size. in interstitial site એટલે કે બે આયન વચ્ચેની સ્પેસ interstitial site માં ખસી જાય. So this happens. So example, you have to store in your mind zinc sulfide, silver chloride, silver bromide and silver iodide is a example of a Frenkel defect. There is no any change in density of the Frenkel defect. I hope you enjoyed your lecture. Now we will meet in our next lecture. Bye. Jai Hind.